The first thing that I ask any contractor is whether or not they've used Angi before. And they all give me the same answer. So is Angi actually worth it in 2026? I'm going to be giving you the honest truth, plus a $7 million federal fine that most contractors haven't heard of. Let me just introduce myself quickly. My name's Harry. I run Angi Scaling. We help US and UK home improvement companies to get more book jobs through marketing. Let me just show you a little bit of proof so you can know that I know what I'm talking about. I have helped people before. So here we are. For instance, we've got Lewis, who did 120K in 60 days. You can obviously check out my website, look at all these testimonials. We've got so many WhatsApp chats. For instance, let's look at this. Closed another one. We got 14.5K in 2 days. And there's many more. You can look at those. So is Angi actually worth it in 2026? And what every contractor should know before buying another lead. We're going to be going over who really owns a lead, the real cost of buying these leads from them, and obviously we're going to be covering the $7.2 million FTC fine. We're also going to be going over a solution, obviously my business, and I'll show you exactly why we're completely different and why this is going to genuinely impact your business. So let's get straight into this. You're not buying your lead, okay? It's sold to 4 or 5 different contractors. You may already know this if you've used them before. And you're genuinely going to just win on speed and price, mainly price, because most of these are bad leads. It's not actually, you're never going to win on being the best, okay? And I want to talk about quality because that's a big thing. It is massive, especially with Angi. The junk leads, the price shoppers and tie kickers, they've already got a number in the head. There's wrong numbers that don't even answer the phone. There's people outside your service area. The list goes on. Here's the biggest one though: small, low-value jobs. Let's talk about the real maths of this. Let's just say it's $75 per shared lead, okay, and it takes you 10 leads to close one. And by the way, this could actually be a lot more. It could be more like you get 20 leads and close one. Okay, let's just say that's $750 to land one job. But what about if that job's a small one? Like, let's just say, the job's $2,000. What? And you're going to take $750 off that. You're probably not going to make much money. Okay? That's not worth it. If you want to scale a business, that's not even worth it. It's terrible. And I hope you can understand why that's terrible. The FTC actually fined HomeAdvisor $7.2 million. HomeAdvisor and Angi are pretty much the same company. They merged. And they fined them for lying about the quality of the leads that they actually sold to contractors. So let's dig deeper into this. The FTC actually said people who weren't looking to hire anyone soon didn't want the service you offered or weren't even in your area. That tells you all you need to know about this company and why, if you're trying to scale your business, you do not need Angi and you should look elsewhere. I'm going to show you the solution in just a second and how we do things differently. Let's go over this. It's fine if you're a starter. I'm not saying like Angi is the worst. It's obviously good in a certain use case. If you're a starting business, go on Angi. Like, I genuinely think you should, just because you're going to quickly get things moving. You're going to get a job, even if it costs you a little bit more than it actually should be. Even if the jobs are smaller, it's still okay because you need to get photos on your Facebook. You need to get photos on your website and not just those stock images online. You need to start getting reviews and reputation. That's the biggest thing when you first create your business. But I don't think if you're trying to scale the company, you should be relying on Angi's because it's not predictable. The leads aren't good at all, especially if you want to obviously be hitting high months, 100, 200, 300, 400K a month. But I want to show you the difference between us and Angi, why we do things completely differently. So let's go over this. Shared leads, again with Angi, small junk jobs, they lock you into contracts and you pay whether it works or not. The way that we do things, we're exclusive, so we only send leads to one contractor. We don't even do leads, okay? We do appointments. These are people that have actually booked in for an estimate. So instead of you calling them and, for instance, there's no answer, you don't get that. They've booked the appointment, we've confirmed it, we've done everything. You just show up and close. That's all you got to do. Okay, we double qualify the leads. So when they first come in, they answer a few questions. And then we've got a dedicated appointment setter, which is someone that sets the appointment on the phone. He will qualify them a second time just to make sure that they haven't obviously filled in the wrong questions and been allowed through. And then he'll book them in. We have done for you ads. So we make ads that actually attract better quality homeowners compared to Angi. And again, you only pay for appointments that show. And this is why I believe if you want to scale your business, I genuinely believe I have the best system to scale your business. It's helped people like, let's go over here. Again, Lewis, 120K in 60 days. Tim from the Driveway Company, 213K in 1 month. Jacob, 96K in 2.5 weeks. I know what I'm talking about. I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours on this system. And if you want to book in a free strategy call, there's a link in the description. We'll just go over everything on that call. Okay, we'll go over your business, where you want to get to, how I can help. And if I can't help, I will tell you I can't help. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope this was insightful. And I will see you in the next one.